Every week, Motorsport Mundial brings you petrol heads up to date with all the latest high-speed action from the fast-paced world of motorsports. If it has an engine and travels at high speed, then it's gonna be featured on Motorsports Mundial. 2 wheels, 4 wheels, or no wheels, Motorsport Mundial brings you the very best high-octane action every week. Motorsport Mundial, brand new episodes every Saturday only on Zuku Sports.
From major cities to remote destinations, land, sea and air, Transworld Sport takes you on a journey. The Transworld Sports team travels the globe to bring you stories of adventure. Transworld Sport, Thursdays only on Super Sports.
Refineries, who are the team's sponsors. I can also see in our picture, not in our picture yet, Asiko Awiro Bobu, patron of KCB Rugby Club. Meanwhile, in our picture, we can see Nakuru RFC players just lining up to take the ceremonial handshake. The KCB players, remember, they are the defending tournament champions, just coming out of the tunnel, led by their captain this afternoon, Kenya Sevens international Philip Omai.
Yeah, this one is an explosive final. Remember, those two teams met in the longer version of the game in the Kenya Cup and Enterprise Cup finals, with Nakuru winning both. KCB now with a point to prove, and I think they met at the KCB Sevens, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, they did.
The quarterfinals.
Yes, they did. Yes. KCB running away with that on a 31-0 result. But since then, Nakuru have just gone to another level, putting in consistent performances week in, week out. They have quietly worked their way up the rankings, and we'll do the math later, but I do suspect that they could even sneak into third place. This following Homeboys' dismal showing in this tournament, actually into second place. Thanks for the correction, William.
Yes, absolutely, because before the tournament started, Nakuru won 42 points, and they could probably just pass Homeboys, who won 58, but highly unlikely, because if Homeboys will probably get 10 points for being in the plate. Semi-final, so highly unlikely, but really the pressure will be on.
Yeah, they would just pile the pressure. As for KCB, the maximum number of points they can receive from the final is 22 if they win and 19 if they lose. Anyway, the handshakes there, Philip Omai and Onkarai just greeting the KCB players, and now Onkarai being introduced to the match officials by the Zuku RFC chairman. Maruti Kilali, one of the match officials. Onkarai now greeting his team members. Remember, Onkarai is the sponsor of Nakuru RFC through the Menengai Oil Refinery, who have sponsored the team through their Top Fry brand.
That's in case you're just joining us. This is it. This is the grand finale. The main cup final between Nakuru and Kenya Commercial Bank. Kenya Commercial Bank, they're defending champions of the National Sevens Circuit, having won 2 tournaments of the series in Nairobi at the KCB Sevens and winning the Dallas Sevens a couple of weeks ago. Last week, they lost in the final to Homeboys in the Driftwood Sevens.
And there are our match officials: center referee Andrew Karani, civil engineering graduate, a teacher at the Strathmore School in Nairobi; Alan Wanjoi to his right, a student at the St. Paul's University; and Adelaide Nasambu, former Kenya Women's International, now taking up the match officiating duties.
So we'll name a couple of directors there in our pictures. Philip Jalanga, the vice chairman of the Kenya Rugby Union, and Dennis Mbuira Temo, in charge of the national squads, in charge of the national squads. And everything is ready. Remember, the final of the sevens category is 10 minutes each half. Get set for an explosive final. against Nakuru. Many had expected Mwamba to be in the final, but they fell by the wayside. Western Bulls, for me, the surprise team this weekend, reaching the semi-finals, and of course beating Homeboys in the quarters by 31 points to 17. But now this is it.
I think, William, you could also look at it and say that the most resilient teams have managed to get through to the final. Because yesterday, for example, KCB seemed not to be in the best of form, just struggling throughout their matches. Nakuru struggled to beat Kisumu 7-5, and there were question marks there, but they have improved. Both sides have improved with each game, and that is the reason they're here today. These are the best two teams, regardless of what we had thought earlier on, and the match gets underway. Nakuru starting this match. Ball retrieved there by Benjamin Ojema. Looking to play to Philip Omae, who's tackled. But KCB keeping the ball alive. Ian Indimuli playing it to Edwin Salamba. Salamba spotting the gap, trying to take it, but caught up. This is Peter Kilonzo, one of the new replacements in the team. He replaces Darwin Mukidza, who got injured in Mombasa, and he has had a good tournament thus far. First infringement of the game, a knock-on by KCB. Advantage Nakuru.
Yes, a very fast-flowing start from KCB, but a knock-on there at the worst possible time. But still early days yet. But of course, I think a good start probably helps you build a very strong platform for the win. Maybe Mike Kwambo can tell us how the finals have been going, because teams that actually lead have not lost.
Well, they have. KCB lost last weekend after taking the lead against Homeboys.
That was the first one.
That was the first one, indeed.
And here
This
comes
is
Nakuru.
Alan Odio, just his storming run stopped by Peter Kilonzo and his KCB teammates. Nakuru keeping the ball alive. This is Kelvin Omio. It is a physical battle early on. Kelvin Omio taking it into contact. They keep the ball alive. Philip Awar. Storming tackle there from KCB. Just scuttling Nakuru, but Nakuru in the ascendancy right now. Victor Shigoli. KCB just scuttling another Nakuru attack there. But you can hear the expectation in the chants from the Nakuru crowd.
And the
very
ball is
partisan
lost.
crowd.
Actually, it's a KCB ball. Nakuru was smelling the trial and there, but they were stopped in their tracks. Here comes
Jacob Oje. Was that Ian Dinimuli? I beg your pardon, it was Ian Dinimuli. But you know, Ian Dinimuli, that run, he caught himself in a position where he couldn't boot the ball out of touch. In 15s rugby, he is a back row, so not one of the players you'd expect to actually boot the ball into touch. Knowing that he has a bit of pace, just running, and that was similar to kicking out for touch, but it gets KCB out of that danger. An exciting start to this first half in the cup final at the Prinsloo Sevens.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes gone, still 0-0. Both teams just testing each other and just trying to get a platform of domination. It's a short, quick line out. And it's going to be a KCB line out right now. I think Nakuru know they don't have the height to throw a long ball in the centers there without Martin Owila there to face off with Oliver Mangeni. So KCB can definitely go long with Oliver Mangeni there. Was been a key performer for KCB in the 4 tournaments this season. And it's Mangeni who touches the ball there, wins the ball in the line out. And KCB come now.
Jacob Oje playing it out wide. This is Peter Kilonzo just stepping past Alan Odio. This is a foot race. The two pacemen there. Alan Odio getting the better of Peter Kilonzo, who spills the ball on the tackle. The advantage is going to go to Nakuru. Referee Andrew Karani letting play continue. This is Leslie Ocheng playing it to Philip Kwame. There is a gaping hole in the middle of the KCB defense. Kwame attempting to shrug off Benjamin Ojema, but Philip Omae with a covering tackle. Whoa, this is exciting stuff. Charles Odhiambo just knocks on the ball under pressure. Probably excited. Probably in the rush to put points on the board for Nakuru.
3.5 minutes gone, still 0-0 between these two giants of Kenyan rugby. Remember, KCB, National Sevens Circuit champions from last year. Winners of the Dallas Sevens and Canterbury Sevens. Nakuru, the Kenya Cup champions in the longer version of the game, but making strides in the shorter version of the game. Placed third before this weekend on 42 points. And they are looking to win this tournament.
Salamba just playing it to Kilonzo. The KCB players just trying to clean it up. The ball is stolen. This is Philip Kwame breaking loose. playing it to Kelvin Omio. It's Kelvin Omio versus Benjamin Ojema, covering tackle, but Philip Kwame is going to open the scoring for Nakuru. Great counter-attacking rugby from Nakuru. They draw first blood here at the Nakuru Athletic Club, much to the excitement of the fans.
Philip Kwame, an older brother of Oscar Ouma, and he dived there at the corner. And KCB now trailing 5 points to 0. We are halfway through the first half, and it's Nakuru leading by 5 points to 0 with a conversion to come right now. The crowd very expectant.
Leslie Ocheng is all concentration, knowing that he needs to put this conversion over. It has the height, but it sails wide. The scores remain Nakuru 5, KCB 0. 4 minutes, 37 seconds of the first half remaining in this cup final of the Prinsloo Sevens at the Nakuru Athletic Club. Nakuru will retain possession for the restart. Andrew Karani just ensuring that everybody is back on side. We still have all of 15 minutes, inclusive of the second half, to play. It should be exciting. Benjamin Ojema retrieving this ball for KCB. Slipping past his markers, Benjamin Ojema. He's no longer the fastest man he used to be back in the day. This is Ian Indimuli. Just caught there in the tackle. Nakuru turning over possession. That was a bit of a wayward pass. How will Nakuru respond? Edwin Salamba, it's a foot race. Edwin Salamba picks up this ball and scores under the posts. Wow.
Whoa. Excellent start. Some very poor passes, and Salamba just held on to the ball and a jig at the try box, and he dived over. Conversion is good at 7-5 to KCB with less than 3.5 minutes remaining to end the first half. It's been end-to-end stuff. It's been frenetic. Both sides giving a good account of themselves. But now KCB with a 2-point lead as we went to the closing stages of the first half. It was
Really?
a beautiful turnover by Nakuru, but they just didn't keep on hold on to the ball.
Really, that pass under pressure and the awareness from the KCB players. Edwin Salamba and Philip Wamai were always chasing after that ball. They pressured it. Salamba showing the awareness to just punt it forward, gather the kick, and score. However, it's back to Nakuru. What can they do? Philip Kwame just taking his eye off the ball. Just
Costly
dropping his
mistake there
concentration,
from,
really.
Nakuru again.
And this scrum down is going to be a KCB put-in.
Philip Kwame there not looking very amused with himself.
Remember, William, KCB are playing in their 7th successive cup final, a streak that started last season. And out of those 7, they have, out of the 6 before that they played, they have won 5. Anyway, back to matters on the pitch. Peter Kilonzo takes it into contact. Edwin Salamba cleans it up, but the ball, a penalty, and really, Leslie Ochieng, that was totally uncalled for. Nakuru were going to be down to 6 men. That was totally uncalled for.
A brain fart from Nakuru there.
Jumping over the rock.
I mean, the decision had been made.
And Andre Karani just showing who is boss in this game. Stamping his authority there. The nature of sevens is that even if you kick the ball away and the call has been made, you get set the sin bin.
Really, totally uncalled for.
Totally uncalled for, and Nakuru will play with 6 men for the next 2 minutes.
Benjamin Ojema takes it, switching it with Jacob Oje, who shrugs off his defenders, but that is good recovery from Alan Odio. Jacob Oje standing his ground, availing the ball. KCB, it's a scrap heap for this ball. KCB cleaning it up through Ian Indimuli. This is Benjamin Ojema. He has Edwin Salamba out wide, and also Peter Kilonzo. Peter Kilonzo has an eye for the try line. Stepped past Charles Odhiambo. This is Peter Kilonzo. He's going to touch down. Does he touch down? Yes, he does. A second try for KCB, 12-5.
KCB with the second try, and once again, the indiscipline of Nakuru coming back to bite them there. Skipped past one tackle. And Philip Kwame tried a late desperate lunge, but it was too little too late. KCB now with a 12 to 5 points lead as we approach the end of the first half. 33 seconds to go. KCB leading by 12 points to 5.
On my line, I'm on the line, I'm on the line.
Gibson Weru,
former Kenya Sevens international, the man in charge of the Nakuru Sevens side during the Safaricom Sevens Series, looking not necessarily disturbed, probably a thoughtful man, but he sure has things he's going to tell the team at halftime.
conversion missed, so it's KCB 12, Nakuru 5, and we are about to end this first half. This will definitely be the last kick of the half.
Remember, the hooter has sounded for halftime. KCB in the advantage, leading Nakuru 12 points to 5. Tries from Edwin Salamba and Peter Kilonzo. Edwin Salamba with 1 conversion. This against Nakuru's sole try, which has come from Philip Kwame Owor. That's Charles Odhiambo just taking it into contact, but running into Oliver Mangeni. This is Victor Shigoli playing it out wide now. This is Godwin Bear. But again, the cover defense coming in from KCB. That's Jacob Oj. Nakuru contesting, cleaning up. Philip Kwame again. Running into Indimuli, and again, it's going to be a physical contest there. KCB just looking to slow down play. Probably draw an infringement. Nakuru keeping the ball alive. But it's KCB in possession. Oliver Mangeni playing it through to Peter Kilonzo. Kilonzo holding out the tackle, presenting the ball. It is cleaned up by Benjamin Ojema, who plays it to Edwin Salamba. Salamba looks who to play it to. He has Jacob Oj, but opts to play it out wide to Ian Indimuli. Darting through one, but running into a defensive wall there. Kelvin Omio and Philip Kwame halting his progress. The referee calls for the infringement and calls for halftime. KCB leading 12 points to 5. William, it's been frenetic.
It's been a frenetic first half there. KCB just leading marginally by 12 points to 5, but in the ascendancy and in the ill discipline really right now of Nakuru coming back to haunt them. In our picture, can see not on the camera, Martino Wheeler.
Breathe in! Out! Breathe in! Out! Breathe in! Out! Coach.
We're in this game, we're in it.
Hey guys, fight!
Just one try.
Fight!
One try.
So tunaweza stop hapa hivi. Sawa? Haitakuwa easy. Unajua ni hard. Lakini tukistick to structure yetu mna scores na kama.
Hapana, umesikia whistle, usipige ball. Sawa?
May the grace
Be with us now from Magaz tuko! 3, 2, 1!
the game, get our head in, sawa? Wase, tumalizeni game vipoa. Business tumalize. Buda.
May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God. Magaz tuko! Magaz tuko! 3, 2!
Lots of what to do now if they're to think of winning this game. Stabbed off the ball and some costly mistakes and ill discipline. They really have to watch out for the discipline in the second half. KCB leading by 12 points to 5 as we are about to start the second half.
And KCB will restart. I can see Fabian Orlando has come in for the second half, replacing Peter Kilonzo, who did not recover from a knock after scoring the try that gave them the lead, that actually extended their lead. Booting it deep there into the hands of Philip Kwame, who runs into his own man. This is backward movement. This is Charles Odhiambo stepping past Ian Indimuli, attempting to run away, but the hawk-eyed Oliver Mangeni was there. It's still Nakuru in the ascendancy. Mbeya just playing it out wide. This is Odio, Alan Odio against Jacob Oj, the on-rushing defense. Fabian Orlando looking to strip him of the ball, but Nakuru keeping it alive.
Sorry.
Shigoli playing it out now. This is Kelvin Omio up against Leslie Ocheng is back. This is Charles Odhiambo against Edwin Salamba. The cover, is he going to score? Charles Odhiambo has been in fine scoring form, landing again. Much to the applause of the fans here at the Nakuru Athletic Club. Just the response that Nakuru would have wanted immediately after the restart.
Well said there, Michael Kwambo. They needed an early response to score their first try in the second half, and that pushes the score now to KCB 12, Nakuru 10. And we have a game on our hands right now. It's end-to-end stuff. Both teams not giving an inch or a quarter there. And some good play there by Kelvin Omio. And they need to score probably this conversion to tie the game at 12 all.
The conversion is wide. KCB retain the lead. Only just. The scores are 12-10. You can see the pensive crowd here at the Nakuru Athletic Club. You can see that part of the crowd enjoying themselves. And you can see Nakuru RFC preparing to restart this match. They have the possession for the restart.
And the kickoff
is good. Ian Indimuli knocks it forward. But the advantage is being given to... The advantage has been given to KCB. Probably the replay would help us.
Yeah, the replay would help us because we need to see the replay because I thought the ball came off a KCB hand.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Anyway, back to action on the pitch. Benjamin Ojema caught up in a spot of bother. It's physical right now. Philip Omai to clean it up for KCB. Not the best of passes to Fabian Orlando, but he still feels it. Unleashing Jacob Ojei. Jacob Ojei versus Alan Odio. This is pace for pace. Ojei managing to escape the attentions of Odio. This is Jacob Ojei. He's going to go all the way. What a response from KCB. And he will score this try under the post to make it 17-10 with the conversion to come. What a response.
What a response there from KCB. And it all started with that. KCB, they fed the ball from the scrum, and Jacob Ojei galloped all the way to the try line. And a feeble attempt of a tackle, and Nakuru now have to respond, because with this conversion, it will be 19 points to 10. Edwin Salamba with the conversion to come here. Conversion good, and KCB with a 9-point lead. Midway through the second half.
19-10 to KCB, a 9-point cushion, as William Juguna has just said. We still have a game on our hands. It's not over until it's over. We still have all of 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Anything can happen. You know, one thing that comes to mind is the Hong Kong Sevens final of 2013 when Fiji were trailing against Wales, turning it around.
Yes, yeah.
Oliver Mangeni just pouncing on that loose ball.
And KCB maintaining possession once again. It's a good grabber kick. Does it find the KCB player? No, it doesn't.
They took it back in.
And Nakuru now will have to survive this test. It's
a scrum down awarded because Andrew Karani, the match referee, says that it was taken in by a Nakuru player.
Who's the knock was from whom?
No, the kick just came.
He's consulting with the...
There was an initial hit here.
Assistant
yes,
referee.
but the ball came in.
By who?
From green player, the kick from the green player, and then the black player came in, and then...
Sorry, what I just want to know is who kicked the ball as they were trying to come for the ball?
Green, no, there was no, it was already inside.
Okay. 22.
Well, the decision has been reversed. It'll be a 25 dropout. Nakuru just looking to regroup. Some breathing space, really.
Yes, some breathing space and just playing in the right areas of the pitch. It's charged down there.
A 50-50 ball. Fabian Orlando pouncing and just piling the pressure on Nakuru, pushing the Nakuru player into touch. KCB playing where they need to play. Nakuru really on the course right now. They really need to get out of that tight spot.
Yeah, Nakuru now. KCB just putting a stranglehold on Nakuru right now. They're playing in the right areas of the pitch. Nakuru can't just get out of their pitch right now. And KCB are less than 5 minutes away from winning the Prinsloo Sevens, but still a lot of rugby to be played.
Crouch!
Let me not jump the gun.
Bind!
Salamba.
Set!
Fit this in the scrum.
He does and retrieves it.
Andre Karani.
Okay, off your feet, off your
Good
feet.
counter-racking coming from Nakuru, but the referee, Andre Karani.
The penalty advantage is to KCB.
You became off your feet. You came off your feet, you.
KCB have been a transformed side on day 2 of the Prinsloo Sevens, not the side we saw yesterday.
And it's a beautiful skip there. Kani ground the ball. Ian Intimuli there, skipping past 3 challenges, and
That's good.
is it a touchdown? Yes, it is a try.
The big man, Oliver Mangeni,
Oliver Mangeni.
using that long reach to just score. He knew where he was. Let's just look at that replay. First, this was Jacob Ojay with that beautiful retrieval from a difficult pass. Oliver Mangeni picking up the ball, using his height advantage to just
the
go
long
over the line.
arms.
And again, under the posts.
Under the post there. And Michael Kwambo, this game now seems to be running away from Nakuru.
Top Fry, Nakuru FC. Top Fry.
14-point deficit, meaning they need to score 2 tries and convert them just to tie the game. It's actually now 26-10, KCB leading with 3.5 minutes to go. The wave of optimism that had hit Nakuru after the opening minutes of the second half clearly now dissipating. And KCB now on their way to retaining the National Sevens circuit. Nakuru need a response to give their fans something to cling on to.
And a substitution being made by KCB. Off goes Jacob Ojay. In his place comes. And it's good to see Alan Omuka back on the field of play. He has been unwell of late, suffering from a liver ailment which has been treated. He's been back in training, and good to see him back in KCB
good catch
colours.
there from Oliver Mangeni. And KCB once again employing the same tactics they had employed against Mwamba, just retaining all the restarts, piling pressure on Nakuru.
This is Omuka's first order of business, making life difficult there, but he's shepherded into touch.
And KCB now for the first time in this game, second time I think, penalized. Can Nakuru respond? They're very much into their own half right now. They need a response quickly, because as it stands, it's a 16-point deficit.
They would have to score 17 points in the spate of 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Nothing is impossible though. It's not over until it's over. Play continues. This is Geoffrey Ominde, one of the exciting young players at Nakuru. Alan Odio has largely been shackled today, really just starved of possession, and probably KCB's strategy today has been all about starving the opponents of possession, a strategy that has worked by them bossing the play at the contact area and even in the aerial battles.
Time running out for Nakuru right now, 1 minute 40 seconds. Can they get a score on the board?
Cover defense again from KCB, but still Nakuru cleaning it up. It's a loose ball. The referee, Andrew Karani, waving play on.
And once again, the counter-racking from KCB is superb.
Ball is unplayable. We are moving forward, scrum. Green ball.
We have about 1 minute, 10 seconds to play. KCB 26, Nakuru 10.
And it's all slipping away from Nakuru right now. Michael Kwambo, I cannot see any comeback in the offing. By now, I think Nakuru should have scored at least a try to make it score 26-17.
Exactly. As Oliver Mangeni, the try scorer, goes off, replaced by the youngster Peter Waitere. Benjamin Ojema defeat this ball for KCB scrum down. But let's listen to Andrew Karani first.
Bind! Set! The ball!
Nakuru penalized once again.
Offside.
Offside.
It's all falling apart right now. 30 seconds to go.
Number 9 offside.
KCB, we can safely say that they have won the National Sevens circuit, and as well as retaining the Prinsloo Sevens title from last year, with 16 seconds remaining and a 16-point lead over Nakuru. It looks like it's all over now for Nakuru. The fans will be disappointed. But that's the nature of sport, and the hooter has gone. Calvin Omio going off. The clock has been stopped. The ball has gone into the stands.
Sorry.
We don't have a ball.
Just wait.
Kenya Commercial Bank leading in this final 26 points to 10 with less than 10 seconds to go. KCB on their way to a third title in the 5-leg series, having won at the KCB Sevens and the Dallas Sevens.
Open the gap, open the gap.
And they will definitely, most likely, win the National Sevens Circuit. We will give you the permutations and the combinations from there. And stolen there by Nakuru. Can there be a late flourish to Nakuru right now? KCB have just been clinical. They have taken their chances, exploited the mismatches on the pitch, and played very well. And once again, the ball is lost there. And this is surely it. Ball goes out. And KCB have won the Prinsloo Sevens. They have defended their title. They have defended their title. They have defended their title. The game is over. KCB are the Prinsloo Sevens champions 2014. Nakuru have finished second. And a job well done for KCB. 26 points to 10. They have won, and probably also they've also won the National Sevens Circuit. KCB, winners of the Prinsloo Sevens. And a job well done to KCB, scoring 4 tries, with 3 of them being converted. KCB 26, Nakuru 10. KCB, winners of the Prinsloo Sevens 2014, successfully defending the title from last year, 4 tries to 2. And a job well done to Kenya Commercial Bank. Salutations or commiserations to Nakuru. Mwamba finishing 3rd, Western Bulls finishing 4th. And coming home 5th, Kenya Harlequins, Capras, Impala 7, those for your top 8 of the KCB, from the Prinsloo Sevens this year. And Kenya Commercial Bank, of course, now have retained the National Sevens circuit. They should be now on 85 points. A job well done for the National Sevens Circuit champions, KCB, who have won 3 out of the 5 tournaments, 3 out of the 4 tournaments this year. Well done to Curtis Olago and the team, and commiserations to Nakuru reaching their first final of the year. It just couldn't click for them in the final. KCB, if you're just joining us, winners of the National Sevens Circuit champions. Circuit.
Haya, niko sawa.
Sawa. Ndio hiyo ametoa.
KCB, a very happy lot after not a very impressive first day. And we go to the interviews.
Nakuru side that has just lost in the final of the Prinsloo Sevens against KCB. Geoffrey, first of all, hard luck on the loss. Your take on the game?
It was evenly placed match, but we made a few errors and KCB capitalized on our errors. That's what made them win the game.
What is your take on the tournament so far, considering that this is the first time Nakuru is featuring in the final this season?
You know, people had written Nakuru off on these shorter versions, but now we have reason to show them that Nakuru is still there. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and all the best in Nairobi during the Christie Sevens.
Thank you.
I'm with Philip Wamai, captain of the KCB side that has just retained the Prinsloo Sevens. Philip, first of all, congratulations on the title win. Your take on the tournament?
Thank you. I believe the tournament's growing bigger and bigger each and every year, and I believe the boys are stepping up into making it into the national teams and selection, and the boys are really playing some good rugby out here. I believe in going forward, it's going to get tougher and tougher as more and more talent is being displayed in the local circuit. Yes.
What won it for you today?
I think it was just the teamwork, and I believe the boys wanted to push it an extra edge because yesterday we started a bit low, and today at least we picked it up on the quarterfinals, the semis, and up to the final. Yeah.
All the best, Philip, and best of luck in the next tournament in Nairobi.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
I'm with Gibson Weru, coach of the Nakuru side that has just lost in the final of the Prinsloo Sevens against KCB. Gibson, first of all, congratulations on reaching the final. Hard luck on the loss in the final. How was the match for you?
Thanks. The match was, I believe we were, my team played very well. I must commend KCB for a good fight. They showed their character, the reason why they've been winning so many finals. I think discipline let us down, the yellow card and lack of concentration. You know, at this level you have to concentrate, you have to really concentrate.
Thank you very much, Gibson, and all the best to the Prinsloo Sevens next weekend in Nairobi.
Thank you.
To remove this.
We are with Simpson Osiemo, chairman of Nakuru RFC. We are with Simpson Osiemo, chairman of Nakuru RFC, host of the Prinsloo Sevens. Simpson, first of all, congratulations on a successful tournament. Your take on the tournament?
Well, the organization, we try to do our best as a host club. In terms of the level of competition, we're very, as a host, we're very happy with what we've seen so far. It was a very competitive finals, as we've all seen, and big up to KCB for winning. Yeah. Oh, well, obviously we have to thank Safaricom and the other sponsors, including Fry, Coca-Cola and KBL, for the sponsorship. This has gone a long way in sorting out logistics, trying to make sure that security is top-notch, people are entertained, we don't have issues of underage drinking and that kind of thing. We thank them for that.
Thank you very much, Simpson, for your time. Thank you for hosting a successful
Thank you
tournament.
for having me.
I won't ask you dumb questions. So, cue me. Okay, I'm with Zahida Suleiman, representing the tournament, the series title sponsors, Safaricom. Zahida, we have come to Nakuru. This is the fourth round of the Safaricom Sevens Series. Your take on the series?
I think the series has been amazing. The best thing about the series is that we get to go countrywide and bring rugby to the fans. Of course, today was amazing in that we got to see the Nakuru team play the finals on their home ground, and that's always the icing on the sugar. So for us, so far, the series has been good. The turnout has been amazing. For the past 3 tournaments, and then including this one, we've seen that the turnout has been bigger than it's ever been. So we're thankful to that, and we thank fans, and we see them next week in Christie's.
Thank you very much, Zahida, for your time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Witness the top athletes from all across the globe as they compete for glory in the biggest IAAF events, including the World Championships, Diamond League, and many more. live on Zuku Sports.
Behind the scenes
and all around the world. Every week, all year. Only here.
This is Arsenal. This is Arsenal. This is Arsenal.
This is Arsenal. This is Arsenal.
Yeah, you can look at me, you can look at that camera, either way it's okay. But you're comfortable with all the games played today, right?
Yeah.
We'll go through the plate semis, Queens, Homeboys, Cabra, Strath, main cup semis, Shield final, Bowl final. I think your team, Egerton, they played a final, didn't they? You said you're coaching Egerton.
Egerton?
Which team did you tell me you're coaching? Was it Egerton or Egerton? Did they? Or was that
Deep to win a tournament. And the boys showed character. Quite impressed with the technical bench working with me. Mike Shamia, Dennis Mwanja, Peter Mutai, excellent. Yeah.
What worked for you today? I know yesterday you had a bit of a slow start. There were even question marks about KCB, but today you just came out all business.
We knew people had those question marks about us, but once again it's mental strength that carried us through. We knew what we had to do, we knew how to do it, and we just came out and played it.
Thank you very much, Curtis, and all the best in the next round of the Safaricom Sevens Series in Nairobi next weekend.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.